Welcome to The Breakthrough. I'm Allison Dean, VP of Operations at Theorem, and today we are talking with Marina Cortazzo, currently the Head of Technology Solutions Delivery for AAG, where she is responsible for providing overall technology strategy for internal and external business operations. Previously, she has served in various IT leadership positions at DirecTV, JP Morgan Chase, Beauty Counter, and Anastasia Beverly Hills, to name a few. Hello, Marina.
Hi, Allison. Happy to be here.
Is there a project that comes to mind for you that is most representative of a digital transformation that you were part of?
Yes. So one of the things that we had to do during the pandemic, and it was when I was consulting for a medical scrub company, which was really in retail as well as B2B. And with the pandemic, you were not going to a retail, especially in the thick of the pandemic. And for nurses and doctors and practitioners in the health industry, you weren't going to walk into any of those medical supply stores and just buy a pair of scrubs. And so the company that I was consulting for never had a consumer-facing e-commerce site. It was going to be a complete new business, all the way through from the consumer-facing website to the supply chain and inventory management and how we record the books. So the way they had to think from a marketing perspective, no more flyers, it's all digital, it's all leveraging social media and ad campaigns. And then also looking at their supply chain, it's a little bit different when you can kind of do it from your warehouse to a B2B versus individually shipping. And what does that look like? What's that experience? But it was a complete new digital transformation of how they sell. And it was creating a whole new omni-channel. And that one comes to me because it was very timely. It's very recent because of the pandemic. And it honestly made me feel that I was contributing to the medical field that was really working hard at that time to kind of help people and working really hard. So being able to provide them masks and daily scrubs to kind of help them feel a little bit human in their own skin, and also help a company that was trying to reach that group now that the stores were shut down.
What is the most memorable project?
When I was working for Dine Brands, which is the parent company for franchises of IHOP, the Pancake House, as well as Applebee's, you know, the competitor of TGIF, they really wanted to look at innovation of really being able to build brand loyalty, to seem more modern, to be able to attract new users, and also to kind of cater more towards the business user, right? They were very family oriented. And one of the projects that I took that was extremely memorable was called Quick Serve. We came up with a QR code that would be in the center of each table and a mobile app. And therefore, you can actually, via the mobile app, order your food, your drinks for not only yourself, your team. You could even pay up front, split the check however you want, include tip, and tell us what time you wanted to show up. Say if your lunch was at noon, you and your team could go in at noon, sit down, and through geolocation, we would know you sat down, and the servers would bring you your drinks. Our food would be hot the minute that we knew you were in close proximity of the restaurant, and you don't even have to pay. You could just get up and leave, which was really attractive for people who wanted to have lunch as a team, or even just a couple of folks at a IHOP, but would have been like, we don't have time to sit there for 20 minutes or 10 minutes, figure out what we want, order, then the food comes. It's going to eat up more than the hour we have allotted for lunch. If it's a bigger group, then, you know, being able to find seating at a very busy lunch hour. And so not only was it innovative to accomplish that, but for areas that were more isolated, IHOP, where they serve breakfast and might have been open at midnight, or during the week where business wasn't as busy as Saturday and Sunday mornings when folks would come in for breakfast, the franchise owners use this same app to be able to keep their servers at off hours at a minimum. So they saved on labor costs because you don't have to have a whole bunch of people sitting around waiting to be served, especially at odd hours. You could reduce the staff because it was a little bit more self-serve for people to come in and get their order. And all you really needed was the runner and a cook to fire because everything was kind of handled. So that to me was one of the most memorable projects.
That was well said. Thank you for watching just a few of the highlights from this week's Breakthrough episode. To see the full podcast, click the link in the description below.